Hi y'all, I'm Trainer Donna, and this is your Training Tip Tuesday. Today, we want to answer one of the most commonly asked questions. How do I get my dog to stop jumping on people? First, it's a good idea to understand why your dog is jumping in the first place. Contrary to common myths, dogs don't jump because they're trying to push you around, be dominant, or just aggravate you. Dogs generally jump because they're excited, or they want attention, or they've learned that jumping is exactly how they get what they want. There are some things I do suggest you avoid when your dog does jump up. Make sure you don't get in the habit of using your body to deflect your dog's jumping. That can feel like attention to your dog, or it can turn your interaction confrontational. You also want to avoid getting in the habit of constantly flipping around every time that they jump. The reason for that is it can turn jumping into a fun game for your dog, causing them to jump up even more. And lastly, you just want to avoid giving them a lot of attention when they're jumping up, because that in and of itself can be rewarding to your dog. So, if you want your dog to stop jumping on people, show them what you want them to do instead. So here's what you should teach your dog to replace the jumping behavior. Teach your dog to sit for petting, because that way when they meet a new person, they'll be in the habit of sitting politely while they get attention. You can also teach your dog how to nose target. The nose target is when your dog boops their nose to a hand. So if you teach your dog a nose target, then they have a polite way of interacting with a stranger. For those of you whose dogs have already learned that jumping is very rewarding, it's a good idea to teach them 4 on the floor. Teach your dog that keeping 4 on the floor, 4 paws on the ground, is more rewarding. In fact, you can teach them a cue for this so that when you say floor or off, they put 4 paws on the floor and stop jumping. I'm Trainer Donna, and this is my dog Hope, and this has been your Training Tip Tuesday. A huge shout out to Subaru of Santa Fe for sponsoring Training Tip Tuesdays and for being a generous supporter of the Santa Fe Animal Shelter. We'll catch y'all next week.